What's up, everybody out there in television land and the internet? Michael Hurdle here from the Michael Hurdle Production Studio, helping you render your imagination when it comes to video production, 3D animation, and visual effects on a small or no budget at all. Guess who this guy is right here? My man's
Corey Ashley.
He came back.
My website, of course, is brooklynbaritone.com, where I do podcasts, tell you how to do good things in life, make the best out of your opportunity, all that wonderful stuff. This is what we do.
That's
we
what
like
we
talking to you guys, sharing what we got, growing, and want you to grow with us.
Now, the last time you came through as a special guest, people got a little upset at us because two retired gamers, talking about, still making people laugh. But one of them, Mr. Martin, he was like, y'all ain't do no review or nothing, and people was getting kind of tight. So I'm glad you phoned me that other night and said, yo, let's talk about this Street Fighter V. And not even just Street Fighter V, just the gaming world in general. I'm gonna let you start because you're more passionate than me.
Well, all right, because I basically want to do this is the analogy. Because, for people who know us from what we used to do back in the day, the game, go to grocery stores, laundromats, go battle people with Street Fighter. Grew up, got Street Fighter in our blood.
Yep.
We still play
Since
here.
I was in high school.
That's a long time. And that's before they had internet, online stuff. You had to get quarters and play with people, and we couldn't really do anything, like they do now, because you get punched in the mouth. But,
yes.
But anyways, fast forward to what we're doing now. We play Street Fighter V and everything, and I basically saw so much similarities with the Street Fighter gaming community that I see what's wrong with a lot of things in life right now. And I said, you know what? I could use Street Fighter V as an analogy of what's wrong with the mindset of people right now. And I was talking with Mike the other day, even just earlier today, and I said, we should do a segment about that. Because we already had gripes about how the game is and everything,
Long time.
how the industry is, but at the same time, when you look at just that close-knit community of Street Fighter V and how Capcom has rolled stuff out that's very undesirable. So, but we'll start off with Street Fighter V. One of the big things that I say we have problems with is the thing that happens the most online. People just apparently are blind to it. There's frame skipping.
What do they call that? They call that
rollback
lag.
Yeah,
I hate
frame
that.
skipping, rollback lag, and then the spamming. And the type of gameplay basically, like if you have rollback lag and frame skipping, when you're in a competitive game like fighting, you're supposed to be as exact and precise as possible.
Every second counts.
There's no possible way that you can have a proper game and have a consistent game if you've been practicing your characters, you know the strengths and weaknesses of your opponents.
That's
but
right.
then when you throw a jab, it's supposed to be from a certain distance and it's supposed to connect, and it doesn't connect. Or if it does connect, and then the game just says, oh, you know what, we're not gonna register that. Even though you saw it with your eyes and the energy went down for your opponent, but then one frame later,
It pops back up.
it pops back up, and it's like you're still in animation, and
Right.
your character, your opponent is reset now,
Right.
and then you're open now when you legit got the hit.
Has anybody addressed that in real life from Capcom?
If people do address it, only thing people usually say online is get good.
Do not tell me that's like, ooh.
The whole thing with counter picking, of course you aren't actively counter picking, but the AI is doing it for you now. The same way how a lot of times the tides change, so you're just running through you're beating someone royally. And then all of a sudden now, none of your moves are connecting properly. All of their moves are connecting properly.
That's usually the second round, I noticed. You would whip somebody's butt first round, second round, you was like, okay, let me just finish this up, and all of a sudden, you're whiffing. If you would do a punch or anything, it wouldn't connect all of a sudden.
Even though you're seeing visually, it is connecting.
Yes.
Like, your opponent was open for a legit shot.
Yes.
Then you're not getting it all of a sudden now, then they're going, so they flip the script on you. So I've been playing this game for a while.
Forever.
I have all types of experience with this character against this opponent. The moves that I know calculating to do certain things at certain times. Now all of a sudden, it's not working. When they had Lupe Fiasco beat Daigo, and Daigo's supposed to be a legend in the Street Fighter community. But see, that started with Street Fighter 4, and Street Fighter 4 was the beginning, was like of me seeing this game got a bunch of ludicrous stuff.
And they want top dollar for it. And they want to download, they want you to download costumes, characters. You have to pay for the character. You know, with all my fight money, I have still not bought one character with that fight money because it's so much fighting you have to do to even get one character.
Right, they want you to be up in the streets to go buy a character. So, but that's the analogy here now, because like, you know, we talk about Street Fighter, but the same thing when I see, it's like, you know, you see apparent problems with it, but then when you point out those problems, people ridicule you for it. You know, you get ostracized or whatever. People will say, you better get good or whatever. I'm like, no, because you guys are picking the certain characters and then spam. Because here's one thing I noticed about the tournament scene was that I've seen championship games for Street Fighter, and I'll be very honest, I don't really see the difference of a top tier player in these tournaments where people walk away with thousands of dollars. And then I look at an online game and I don't see a difference.
No.
Because usually if you see a tournament player with top tier people, I'm supposed to see a higher caliber of gameplay. And I don't see that.
That doesn't exist anymore.
That's the problem.
Completely eliminated.
It looks exactly the same. I'm like, I feel like I'm looking at an online match, a regular local match. I don't see anything. Back in the day, it was totally different. So the way we made the correlation of Street Fighter and the community, how they just buy into all that stuff. And Street Fighter's the best, it's the greatest. You guys don't know what you're talking about. There's a lot of crap that's going on in this game.
They still sell that game.
I mean, it's Street Fighter cool. It's good for a casual game, and they changed it up so much that anybody now can be an expert. Lupe Fiasco, he's not no Street Fighter legend, but he beat Daigo. And this is like a guy from The Incredibles. What's the
Syndrome?
Syndrome. Once everyone's super, nobody's super.
That's true, though.
That's exactly what Capcom did. And a lot of things that, you know, I said, I'm not gonna go Street Fighter anymore. Again, I got a little bit better in using Adobe Premiere. Got a lot better in editing,
Camera work,
audio work,
studios,
studio work. You know, get my brand together.
Yeah, yo, I like that shirt, man.
I like it
I'm
too.
gonna bite your style.
If you guys want to go buy some stuff, you know, on my store, on my website, brooklynbaritone.com.
You got a store, bro.
Store. You know, if I was playing Street Fighter,
you wouldn't have no store. You would be going to the store.
I'll be having a regular Old Navy hoodie on or something. I have someone else's name on. You know, again, you know, you can dabble in stuff, but don't get yourself to the point where you're not productive and you're part of the stupid crowd that's following Street Fighter and you're oohed and odd with new costumes and stuff. Is that all that it takes to really impress you, man?
That was me before too. I was that guy.
Yeah. Oh, I got this costume. I'm like, yeah, okay. So it's what I said one time the other day to him too. I said, listen, is someone going to big you up for beating someone with a perfect yesterday? Or is someone gonna give you props for that video you dropped last week?
And it stays there forever and it keeps making revenue if you do it the right way.
If you do it the right way, you can make revenue. And he's putting himself out there, put his production out there, and at the same time, people are seeing it. Ain't nobody gonna care about the perfect you got on this guy last week.
I cared about the perfect that was gotten on me.
Well,
I got very upset.
You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna get no money from that. Ain't nobody gonna give you nobody. You're not gonna go to the corner store and the guy's like, hey Mike, I heard you got a perfect the other day. Here's a free sandwich.
I was thinking the same thing. I was like, give me that free sandwich.
You know?
I really put this show together because I wanted this man right here to spit the knowledge to use. Yeah, me too. Thank God it went that way. All right, no COVID. If you like this video, like this video. If you don't like it, hit the thumbs down. You know, that's how your prerogative. And then go hit the subscribe button with the notification bells so that you can be notified when I or us put up a video. My name is Michael Hurdle from the Michael Hurdle Production Studio, helping you render your imagination when it comes to video production, 3D animation, and visual effects on a small or no budget at all.
And this guy right here is Corey Ashley from BrooklynBaritone.com.
That's right.
Giving you all the good stuff, the podcast, everything you need in life, and things that make you feel good for waking up every morning.
You need that in your life, son. He's the nice one, and I'm the raunchy one. Put us together, it's like a yin-yang balance, son. We got a few seconds before we get cut off, and we'll talk to you guys one more spin the next time we do a video, dog. Lei is.